right, this first game is asking us to put things into order, one thing at a time, so I've used this diagram. The rules I've expressed visually. S and T can't be next to each other in any order. Q has to be before R, V is before W in that order, and P is fourth, which I've also put into my diagram so I can see that all the way down. Let's answer questions. Question number 1, the complete correct order of the recruits. So 4 of these are just going to break rules. Answer choice A breaks the first rule. You can't have T and S next to each other. Answer choice B breaks the third rule. You have to have V, then W. Answer choice C breaks the fourth rule, putting Peter's fifth. Answer choice D is fine. That will be our answer. It doesn't break any rules. Answer choice E, however, breaks the second rule. It's got R before Q. So we get rid of A, B, C, and E and left with D. Question 2. How can it be that answer choice C is correct? And we just put it in our diagram and we'll see it very quickly. V, W, P, Q, S. We know that S and T cannot be next to each other. We know that Q must be before R. And we don't violate any rules. Just by way of contrast, any other answer choice, let's say A, Q, S, P, T, V. We've got to have V before W. We've got to have Q before R. Oh no, that will never work. And this is the way it always is with answer choices that don't work. They just break rules. Question number 3. If tau is second, what could be true? Well, let's see. P is always fourth. Tau is second. Now the big thing this does is rule 1. S can't be next to tau, so S is back there. And then, going through my rules, rule 3, V and W have to be together, and they're not on this side of P, so they must be over there. So we've got either V, W, S, else S, V, W. And then Q is before R, so either way, Q and R. What could be true? Quinn is third? Nope. Rover is fifth? Nope. Stan's sixth? Nope. Villas is sixth? Yes. Villas could be sixth. Question 4. If Q is immediately before R, where can Stanton not have been? Why can't Stanton be second if you got Q before R? We know the right answer is B. Why? Well, you got Q before R, then they're going back here somewhere. And now where are you going to put VW? Just doesn't work. And that's why answer choice B is correct. Question 5. If W is before R and R is before T. So now we have W before R before T. P is always fourth. Q is also before R. And V immediately before W. So obviously we're not putting all of this after P. So these 3 things are going to have to be before, and it's VWQ in some order. So either VWQ or QVW before P. And then at the back, we know that we have R before T, and S can't be next to T. So R has to come between S and T. And what could be true? Quinn is first. Yeah, that could be true. All right, finally question 6. If white is immediately before Quinn. So now we've got white right before Quinn, white right after V, and Quinn by rule has to be before R. So this big block has to be to the front, because you're not fitting all 4 of those things after P. And now R, again as with question 5, has to be the buffer between S and T, but S and T in some order. Who must have been recruited 6th? R. R is the buffer. And that finishes this first game.